Hi everybody, this is Camy and Judy, the Florida Art Chicks, and today we have a special guest with us. Her name is Kathryn Perez.
Yes.
And hi Kathryn, welcome
hello.
to
Thank
our
you for having
podcast.
me. Yeah.
We have great things to talk about today. So I really would like to pass the voice to Kathryn, and please tell us about yourself. Why we love you to be here. Yes, so go ahead, Kathryn.
All right. Well, I'm Kathryn Perez, as you just said. And I'm born and raised here, at Vero Beach, all my life. And I've been an artist around all that time, too. It's art's always been a passion of mine, and I've always really enjoyed just doing it. And I've wanted to make it a career since, sixth grade. Maybe even fifth grade. So it's been a long running passion of mine, professionally as well. So yeah.
So tell everybody how we two met, because we have a very, very exciting project which we've just completed, you've just completed.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want you to tell everybody the great news about our project.
Right. So we met at an art show. And we kind of contact a little bit, but it all kind of ended up being you were working on a animation for your children's book or your children's book concept, and you wanted to get a pitch as a TV show. And by chance, I suppose we just talked, and I believe it was either you or me. One of us offered hey, we could work on this together, and I agreed, and. And then the journey began.
Yes, we began the journey. Yes, because I knew Kathryn already. I knew her talent. I really loved the way she works, and she created cartoon characters, and she has a loaded ideas herself about stories. As a matter of fact, I approached her with my pilot idea for the series, and then from there she really expanded. She said, I have some news shows ideas, I'll send you the storyline, and then we can work on that. And I went through and I said, wow, this is great. So I mean, this is I know, and I feel that we're gonna collaborate further in the future, because this is a pilot that at least we have to complete 6 episodes. But we're so excited because the first episodes, Kathryn, you want to tell everybody?
Sure thing. Yeah, I'd love to. So before I even was able to animate the episode, I had to do storyboards. So I had the script and all that, and I was like, okay, so here's the script. I need to put the visuals to it, and to define a storyboard, it's like a comic almost, but made for a film format. So you have this panel is 1, 2, 3, 4 on a page, or however it's formatted. And you have one scene here, and then if there's a difference that you kind of need to document for the animation direction, so you need to put it here. And just keeps going, And when it comes to storyboarding, it's it's usually done in a studio environment, with multiple people on a project, but I still figured it would be good to do so that way I could show you, so you could see if the vision was matching yours, and it all worked out good. I wish I had bought the storyboard pages, but whatever.
I can maybe add links to the podcast, to the video. Yes,
yeah.
So people I've been showing little clips, because once we go to the official news, then I can explain why we can't show the entire episode yet.
How did you know about storyboarding?
It's kind of just I can't exactly remember the time I learned about it, but I do know that ever since I was little, I always loved cartoons, and I used to watch videos about the actual production of them, and even when I was little, elementary school, and animation in general. And I remember I heard someone talk about storyboards at one point, and I was like, oh, what's that? So I looked into it a bit more over the years, and I got a pretty good grasp of it. I've looked at storyboarding for films, live action films too. There's a lot of live action films will have storyboards, especially more artsy ones.
It's kind of fun to do too. It gets you, it
It
expands
is. It
your
is.
mind and your imagination.
You can really just think about what you want the scene to be without many like limitations of your time or whatever. You just draw it out, and that's like your best vision, and you feel committed to that, you know.
Without getting hung up on detail.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Because that's what I just want to say. Because when I do, storyboard, because this is not my first, animated movie, and usually the other one, in collaborating with other animator, I would do the storyboard for them. And the problem I have, and I always want to make it perfect with details. And I say, no, you can even draw stick figures if you want. Just position them and create the scene the way you want it with all the ideas. But I always end up spending so much time doing the storyboard.
There's some really funny storyboards for live action films. Like if you look at some of I know one film that got storyboarded. Well, a lot of Wes Anderson films get storyboarded. A lot of more artsy or more more master directors will storyboard. And if you look at some of those storyboards, if they're one of the ones that can't really draw, it's always really funny to look at. It looks really silly. They're but it's effective because they capture the expression, they capture what they need to with the scene, and that actually sometimes gives the actors or whoever is going on the more freedom to kind of interpret it too. Sometimes.
Absolutely.
So it's really it's really
visual is the best. Yes, because keep everything in your head and not expressing it on a piece of paper. It just so it's frustrating. So so I was so excited when I asked Kathryn to work on this project, and she was so excited too. And she loved the story, first of all, because the animator has to fall in love like the creator of the characters and the story, the script. So she was so excited. She loved this. So I said, okay, so you're on board. And as a filmmaker, film producer myself, I had to pitch the films. So I've been pitching a few movies this past 2-3 years to the Vero Beach Film Festival, which we're so lucky that we live in Vero, and we have one of the top 100 film festivals in the country happening here every year. So I told Kathryn, okay, we're gonna work on this one, and I'm gonna pitch it to the film festival. And the fact that she's still a student, a local charter school in Vero, she's a senior, I said, my God, it will be fantastic because first of all, there's no animation at the festival. All these years, I'm the only animator, animation movies submission. And I said, and second, to have still a student, collaborated with me. I said, we have a good chance to be in it. And that's what happened, right, Kathryn?
And, to kind of expand upon that, I think maybe the reason there's not a lot of animation is because animation, for one, takes so much work. It takes a lot of work.
Yes.
And sometimes, there's like a year between each festival. There's like a year between.
A year between. Yes.
Well, the thing is, I guess, because it's probably gonna be more spread out because sometimes a single animation will usually, if it's film length, it takes so many animators usually at once, and ours is pretty short, so I was able to do it, and the style was simplistic. But it usually you have a bunch of people on one project, and that's probably why, because
can go on for years. Can take years. All the movies that Disney movie, I learned that they've been working on those movies for 5, 6, 7 years before they send it out. So I'm a person that really wants to see that thing done now. I have no patience to wait, so I go with shorts. So like a 4 or 5 minutes top and simple. Yes, like Kathryn said,
with a good message.
With a good message, and then who knows? A big producer can come along and say, I love this story, I love this idea, and that's me and Kathryn goal. So anyone out there that after sees the film can always, come and contact us and then give it to the big guy to create an amazing, either a full-length script or a full-length production. So we're just testing out there the market, and I'm so excited to do it with Kathryn. And so, Judy, do you have any question for
No,
Kathryn?
I'm just thinking, this is really going to help with a resume.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Wow.
Well,
No.
you can say now that you
Well-
actually applied for
Well, actually,
scholarship.
before we get on to that, we didn't discuss the actual animation process, did we? We discussed
That's right.
storyboarding.
The
Yeah.
storyboard. That's right. Oh gosh, the best part.
Yeah.
Yes, Kathryn, tell us how you spend all those many hours
Oh,
doing the work.
like over 100 hours.
Yes,
Um,
just for a 4 minutes movie.
Yeah, it was almost 5 minutes. It was like 4 minutes and 54 seconds. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So with the animation process, I used a I used a program called Creda, which is basically like it's open source, so it's not like industry standard or anything like that. So I kind of had to work with what I had. A lot of industry standards programs will do in between frames for you. And to define that real quick, you have your keyframes, which are almost like the storyboard panels, pretty much. Then you have the in-betweens, which are like the frames in between that actually show the motion. And they're oftentimes, less important because they're not really paused upon. There's not really much emphasis on them. They're just used to show that movement or illusion of movement. And Creda doesn't have the in-between program that others do where they can just do it for you.
Looks a little smoother then.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, sometimes it does, but at the end of the day, it's a program that does it. Like, a lot of times it's in rigged animation that it's done, because rigged animation is a lot more easy for the computer to process.
Sorry if I interrupt, because we have to specify this is a 2D animation.
Yes.
This is not 3D animation.
Yeah,
This
no.
is all hand drawn
Yeah.
on computer, because 3D you rig, you have, it's a different process.
Absolutely.
Much easier.
I've dabbled in 3D, and the general thing about it is the 3D modeling itself, that's the difficult part.
Yeah.
But once you get the 3D model done, all of the animation is smooth sailing, because you model your character, you rig the model to have the different limbs, and then you could literally have your keyframes, and then it'll do everything in between for you.
Yes.
Because it moves, like, let's say you have an arm here, you have a keyframe arm here, then you have, let's say your character's flexing, whatever, you have like this, and you have this right here, then you have this to like keep it balanced. It would do that for you,
Yes.
like, like it does everything for you in terms of the animation. So that's the smooth sailing part.
Yes.
But the modeling is a very hard part, which I have a lot of respect for.
Oh,
I have respect for the animation process as well. It still takes a lot of the fundamentals.
Absolutely.
But with 2D,
2D.
you are drawing every single individual frame in the vast majority of circumstances. If you're not using like Adobe, whatever.
Yes.
So I drew every single frame individually. Luckily I enjoy it. Luckily I enjoy it.
Yes, we do this all over. We do because we enjoy. We love it, and it's not work. It's passion, and we put everything.
But is there fatigue involved?
Absolutely,
Yes,
absolutely.
yes.
It can get very tiring in drawing what seemingly like be the same thing over and over again. A lot of the time, what I would do, and this is not really a traditional way of doing animation or professional, but it was just me really, so I was fine with it. If I got tired of doing line art, I would go and do coloring. If I got tired of coloring, I would do line art, just so I could keep working and getting stuff done.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. And you did an amazing job, and I'm really hopeful that people will enjoy the premiere, because the movie got accepted to the Vero Beach Film Festival this year.
Maybe win a prize.
Who knows? Because we have an amazing, talented, creator here, and she would really deserve, a prize, and it would make me very happy. And hopefully, our project, which we have another 5 episodes to go ahead and do, because as far as distribution, after if people, producer and distribution, they want to have at least 6 episodes of a series to be able to distribute on either online or this would be probably online Netflix. Now we have all this platform everywhere, so and they're short, so it will work good for.
Well, once I get the scripts, I'll be going to the next episode.
There we go. Yes, we're getting ready now. Let's enjoy April, this film festival. Let's see reaction of everybody. Yeah. I'm already working on the next script. Kathryn already gave me great idea. Her like I said, her storylines for the next 5 episodes are great because I really like to even work with younger people because they know the market out there. They know what young kids, even if she's 18 already, so I kept saying, "Oh, she's a minor." So, I'm 18, but yeah, okay, but
Well,
yeah,
as of February 23rd. So
yeah,
it's pretty recent.
yes, it is. But so I really like to grab her ideas because she knows what the market is looking for out there. She
Right.
knows what her peers or younger kids really like to see in movies these days. So I really follow her advice because she's the best.
I think, thank you. I think to kind of expand upon that, I think one of the most important things you can do in creating a cartoon for a kids show is not limiting it to just kids. You want to make it something where anybody can enjoy and appreciate
Yes.
it. That's why Pixar, for example, is so successful because parents who go there, they could watch it and they can gather something from it too. Sometimes even the kids don't pick up.
Yes.
And I was kind of thinking about that when I was sending the scripts to you that I was coming up with. Not scripts, but the concept. Because I was like, well, I want this to be something where not only a kid could watch this and maybe learn a lesson.
It's a family affair.
Yeah, family, exactly.
Yes, family programming that everybody can sit and enjoy it together. Yes.
And give them food for thought that they could talk about.
Yes,
later.
yes, absolutely. So, so next, tell us about, because now you're going to college next year, right? So you're looking for a scholarship. So what did you just work on? So this project actually helps you to get to next point.
Yes. So I already got into the college I want to go to.
Oh,
I got into UCF, University of Central Florida.
Awesome.
And I'm going into the game design program.
Oh, wonderful.
So I want to be doing art for video games because I love animation, but I also really have a passion for designing characters, designing their outfits, designing their stories.
Games.
I really enjoy, because video games is a very profitable, growing industry. It's bigger. It's actually bigger than film right now.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a very, very huge industry. So, and I love video games. And well, to be honest, my dream is to draw or make something for a video game, have it be in the game, and then see people talk on the internet talk about it. That's my dream. Just seeing people talk about it, maybe make fan art. That's like my dream to see.
Like a really virtual experience. Now you just get into the game and what's happening right now. Technology.
Because right now
so who knows what it's gonna be in 6 months? I mean, it's growing so fast.
Because like right now, I'm the one that's doing the fan art. You know what I mean? But when I'm the one who makes the characters people are doing fan art, it'll be like a special experience. I'm really excited for that day.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So that's why you have great goals ahead of you, and
She's on the right trajectory.
she is.
With you.
Yes, she is, and I'm really happy and proud that it makes me feel so good that a little part I gave you the opportunity to expand, and now you apply for a scholarship, right? Here,
Absolutely.
The Vero Beach Art. Yeah,
right.
Tell us about that.
So I already have the Brave Future scholarships for I don't know if you know about that, but it's like if you get I actually had the scores and GPA memorized for to get 75% of your tuition paid by the state, you have to have a 1290 on the SAT, and you have to have a 3.0 GPA. I got the 100% of my tuition paid by the state.
Wow,
so
great.
that
That's
is
fantastic.
a 1340 on the SAT at least, and a 3.5 GPA. So I got a 1360, and
Wonderful.
that's like above the 90th percentile.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
So I'm really excited for that.
Wow.
And I'm also trying to get this scholarship too because obviously there's more than just tuition. There's housing. There's other expenses, and truthfully, it'd be nice to be paid to go to college. Well,
you're very ambitious, that's for sure.
Yes.
I don't want to take out student loans. I mean, I'm probably gonna have to in some capacity, but I don't want to be that much in debt because of it.
No,
Not
not
fun.
Because you're gonna come out of college with this kind of like experience, and you're gonna be successful. I have no doubt.
Thank you.
The first time we met you was you actually, me and Judy, we set up the show, the Raw Space, and we gave a little corner, and then she won the award for the drawing. Yes, so that's why, Kathryn, we kept in touch, and then you became involved with the Vero Beach Art Club and the junior membership. So Kathryn has been around, and that's when it came my project, my idea, and we started collaborating. That's
So
wonderful.
she's been serious for a long time.
Yes,
That's
she
right.
is. She is
Working towards her goals. She knows
Yes.
what she wants to do.
That's perfect.
Most people her
The
age
generation
don't really
her
know
age,
yet.
they don't. So I hope that
Yeah.
this podcast, will be watched by a young generation as well, and see how this girl has been working so hard since an early age to follow her dreams. You just have to follow your dreams.
You know, the great thing about the internet is that I was able to get access to all these things that made me have or develop this passion
Absolutely.
for art, and I was able to learn. I was able to learn animation by watching just some videos, and
Yes.
you don't, that's why with a lot of jobs now, whether it be for animation or game design or art, whatever, you don't really need a college degree. You just need a good portfolio.
Yes.
The reason any artist really goes to college is to either hone their skills, which I'm not perfect. I still need some things I need to work on. And the other thing is to get connections, because it can be really, like, for example, for UCF, the company I really want to work for video games is, I want to work for Activision Blizzard, and they make a lot of video games. They make a video game that I really like, and UCF has a connection where they can basically do job,
Yes, intern.
they have that connection.
Yes.
So that's one of the main reasons I
Absolutely.
wanted to go
Yes,
to UCF.
yes, you go to internship that when you get out of college, they send you to the right company. Absolutely, I mean it's but you learn something special, well paid.
Yeah.
Maybe not right now.
Well,
with me it's a different story. Gotta have it, little by little. Okay,
Well,
that's what. Yeah, because animation is very expensive, so that's why not everybody can do it, because when you come to really animation studios and stuff, those movies are millions and millions of dollars.
I mean, gosh, and it's not just this project I'm working on. You're actually paying me more than my other project that I'm doing. Do you mind if I talk about this real quick?
No, talk about the project.
Well, I was doing my college essay. I mentioned the project I was working on for you, and I mentioned the project I was doing here.
Oh.
So
Awesome.
it really helped, I think, also with the essay, because they look at your essays a lot now, like more so than anything else.
Yes.
And so I was mentioning all my accomplishments. I think they liked that, which is why I was the first batch to get into the school.
Absolutely. Great.
But this project is a video game that I got asked to do art for. So to give like a long story short, a friend of online friend of one of my in real life friends, basically, said like, hey, I'm looking for an artist, and are you willing to do it? And I was like, okay, well, a friend of my friend is a friend of me, so
yeah.
I ended up doing it, and me and him become like friends at this point. So like whenever he has trouble getting sometimes certain people to do other aspects of the art, I'll just be like, hey, I'll do it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Because I really at this point I've become invested in his project as well.
Oh, good.
So I just really want to do it because I really like it. I like the characters I've designed. I liked the art I've done for it. I just want to see where it goes.
See, when you start and then you build your reputation or your portfolio, then they come to you, and it's a help each other, and we're all on the same boat that we need, because I can create the character, I can write the script, I can do the storyboard eventually. But when she said, you want me to do the storyboard? Oh, yeah, of course. I got 10 million projects. Absolutely. But I can't animate. I can't do it all. So, and I really want to give the opportunity, because, I've been studying a little bit here and there, but it's too much. So, so I always have to hire for the final an animator. So
Right.
yeah, no, that's fine. Even storyboard can go ahead and do that.
So what kind of characters do you like to draw? Or do you like something with fast action or something with a personal meaning or sensitivity or humans or animals or what?
I like drawing human characters, especially ones where I could just go all out with the fashion.
Yeah.
Like I like having the really thematical theme around it. Like for example, let's say, well, the video game I'm helping with, it's like almost like it's a fighting game, almost like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter if you've heard of those.
No, okay.
And I would it's kind of like that, but like the theme is like gods and all that, different gods, just like you know, it's cool. And
So there is action.
yeah, there is action, and I get to draw. I love drawing like strong characters, especially. So I can draw them, and it also has this theme that I can really just go wild with the fashion, you know, because
Yes.
like I can make one character's more like warrior type. I can give him
Yes.
armor, or I can give him like crazy hair, like you know, it's fun. Or if another character is like this one character's like a nature goddess, I can give her all like this long hair and like the leaves if they're tying, like you know, it's cool.
Yes.
It's fun.
Do you do a lot of research for that? Or do you make it up in your head a lot?
Well, if I'm doing my own projects, yes, but for this project in particular, I'm pretty much just told like this is the character concept. This is some basic things you want to at least have in the design, and then after that just go wild. Like,
Yeah.
and you know, there's usually a bit of revision
Sounds
here.
like fun.
Oh,
It's really fun.
Whew, it is. It's our fantasy world that we just work on it. That's why I'm so passionate to create my characters, and it is. We understand each other, speak the same language. Like we just focus. We're just in a different world. Either we're in space or we're in an ocean or we're everywhere, and we create a story or characters. It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Kat, you want to give some of your where they can find you, if you have any website or social media? I can put in the description of the video too. But right now, can they look at your portfolio somewhere?
Well, a lot of my online handles are anonymous.
Okay.
So I probably not thinking off the top of my head. I do have an Instagram that's private, but I don't know. Let's I'll let you know.
Okay.
I've been thinking about making something that's more public anyway lately, so I might do that.
Yeah, to show the world, you know, you can put, you know, a couple of still images now about the we can say the name of our
Yeah, the Wobblers.
The Wobblers.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. Our project, the Wobblers. We can't show the movie, you know, publicly yet because the Eurovision Festival wants the premiere. And I understand because people pay to go and watch our movie, so they don't want it free online and for everybody else to watch it. And I think we're gonna keep it private like that because we have all the other series, and we want to pitch it as a TV series. So it won't be free online, but we can still show if you.
Yeah.
I show short clips on TikTok and other, so we can do that, so people get an idea of your work and your style and things you do.
I'm thinking I'm gonna make maybe like an Instagram or a TikTok that's more professional.
Yes.
So I'll let you know if I do make that.
Okay, then I put it in the description. Yes, but wonderful. Is there anything else you want to share? Any other or suggestion for somebody your age that wants to start? That's
a
this
good
career?
idea.
Yes.
Well,
how to go?
Yeah, how
when I was little, I really didn't like my art at all, and sometimes I still look back on it and I'm like, but like I've started to realize that was how I started, and I don't know. I looked at some of my old posts the other day, back from like 2017 when I was like 10 or 11, on like this old website I used to use, and I was like, man, I really hated myself back then.
Oh gosh.
I really was always so self-deprecating, and it was sad to see, you know, but I don't want artists to be like that, because I almost quit many times. Even one of my old posts was said, like, someone like, oh, I'm gonna quit art because my art sucks, and it's like, well, you're 10. Like,
yeah.
And
absolutely.
gosh, if I could tell young artists one thing, it would be, you know, well, several things, I suppose, because there's a lot out there, but basic things, you know, one, don't get yourself down, don't give up. You know, I've seen in middle school, I had some friends who were really naturally talented, and they just stopped doing art because they would look at my art and they would say, that's not as good as yours, so I stopped. And I'm like,
No.
well, no, it's like that's not how it's supposed to be. We all progress in different ways. We all have different ways of doing things.
Absolutely.
And, you know, it's more, I really don't like the notion that it's all talent, not hard work. It's more talent. It's more hard work than talent. Talent's only a small part of it that can get you a bit of a crutch at the beginning.
Yes.
I really
can learn and you can get better.
You absolutely can.
You learn and get better.
I think in a way it's better to not have that natural talent because you really have to work for it and you know what it's like to have to work for it. When I was, I mean, I suppose from what people told me, I was naturally talented, and well, it took me a bit to catch up because I was so naturally talented that I didn't really have to work for anything. I didn't have to practice that much. I just did it. But once I started to realize, hey, all these people are getting better than me now, who, you know, I was like, I have to work for this. So it was kind of a wake-up call, and
wonderful.
I suppose, yeah, I guess my message is that anybody can be an artist. Anybody can draw if you work at it.
Yes.
And I think...
You know that personally.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I do. And never give up.
Yeah.
And
never look at people's art either.
And art is so unique.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Something that you don't like, it doesn't matter. Somebody else can love it and
Like-
buy
like-
your paintings or your design. Yes,
But
absolutely.
never look at someone's art and say, oh, well, they're better than me, so I should stop. Don't do that. Just keep going, keep drawing. It doesn't have to be serious. Just draw every once in a while. If you feel like drawing, don't not do it because you think, oh, well, it's gonna suck. Just keep doing it.
Yes.
And don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone either. I was always drawing cartoons and all that when I was little, but when I started to step out of my comfort zone and start trying realism, that really helped me a lot. But that's not for everybody, Just don't try to get out of your comfort zone, but also don't. If you just want to have fun with it, just do what's best for you, but also don't give up if you really have a passion for it, It's
Absolutely.
That's what I want to say. And
that's a great message for younger kids out there that they want to.
Yeah.
So I guess, we covered a lot of points. Yes, and I'm so happy. Thanks again, Kathryn, for helping me with our project. It's just the beginning. So just watch out for this girl.
1 out of 6.
Yes, 1 out of 6. So 5 more to go. But we're so excited and to show this.
To see what she does with all this.
Yes. That would be great.
I'll be watching for you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
And thank you for being here. And let's keep in contact. Let's keep doing this podcast and see if you have more projects coming along, more things happening. And we're welcome back anytime. All right, Judy?
Yes.
And me and you, Judy, we keep rocking the artwork, right? We keep doing that without our cheers. Boom. Blink. No wine today.
No.
Not 21 yet.
Not yet.
Not for like a couple of years.
Couple of years and 3 years. All right. So thank you, everybody, for watching. Please like and share our podcast. We're everywhere. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Follow us everywhere. Florida Art Chicks. We also have a website, floridaartchicks.com. So check our news, events, everything about the art world, but not just the artwork. We want to promote everything, films, music, everything creative. We're here. All right. Bye.
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 Help me.